I'm sure people have set me up for a fall, get me to do this sort of thing. We've gone from Robin Hood to the Big Ride, as he called himself, you know. I was looking at the back because I was wondering if Paul Dukes was here and Isabel Boyd, because I was wondering how they were going to actually take it. But listen, can I say a big thank you to you? And I was sitting there beside poor Irene, who has actually been forced to come along here today. And she was actually saying to me, I wish Robin Hood would go and sort out my boss, because she has now got to come up here, and God only knows what her performance is going to be like now. So can I invite Irene Barkby, who is the Executive Director of Nursing, Midwifery, Allied Health Professionals in North Lancashire, to, if you like, sum up this wonderful nurturing conference. So I'm very interested to hear her closing remarks. Thank you very much.
I think I need a drink. I was sitting down there saying I absolutely don't know whether I love or I hate my boss at the moment. He obviously looked at the programme before he said to Cheryl, I'm really sorry, I'm busy. Get Irene. How do you follow that? And I really don't want to waste your spirit, because it's obviously been a fantastic day. It's the third time many of you will have come together, possibly some of you for the first time, but I'm sure you'll be clambering to come back when they do it again. There's a couple of things in my mind just from what I've heard, because I also didn't get here all day and have just come at the last minute, but in plenty of time to hear those fabulous last two presentations. I think your teacher was absolutely right. Not only did you have potential, I think this afternoon you've evidenced the impact you've had, the impact clearly on hundreds of lives previously, but the impact that you'll have had by speaking to us all today. So that teacher, whoever they were, I think we should give that teacher a round of applause, because they spotted that. Fantastic. And as for the singing, I can't sing. I certainly can't sing, so I'm glad you didn't get me up any easier. I had just a few things, and if you don't mind, I'd just like to pick them up. You came here today expecting something. It was written on the tin about investing and nurturing. You've all given of today out of your life. You'll never get that day back. We've heard that from others. Those days are not replaceable. They're gone, they're in the past. But coming together, you can all start to make a difference and make an impact. And I think that's something that you've shown on the journeys that you've been on so far, and we'd encourage you to continue. The other bit that you came to do was to build resilient communities. And when you think about what that might mean, it's how you create something different, something completely different from we've had before, and actually support the community that we work in to bounce back. In my world, we talk about resilience being about how you recover after a disaster. And when I was coming here today, I thought, have we actually had a disaster? I think we've had many disasters. And I was struck, because I did the YouTube thing for last year's conference, so I didn't look completely ignorant when I get up here today. And I hate to think that this is on video again. However, somebody in one of your previous things talked about Frederick Douglass, talking about it's easier to build strong children than repair broken men. And I was struck by the year that man was born in. That man was born in 1817. And here we are in 2017, all these years later, how many broken men, how many broken children, and how many continue to be broken. So for you today as you leave, because I really don't want to dampen your spirits, there's three things I had in my mind. And you've been talking about it from a nurturing point of view, but I would like to talk about it from a health perspective and a social work perspective and a human factors perspective. I've had tears running down my eyes this afternoon. I've been in the health service for 38 years. Only twice have I cried at a conference before. And today was one of these moments, on both counts. But the things for me that you need to take away from here is that you're claiming as professionals who are going to make a difference, claiming that you're going to take control of the situation you're in to try and ensure we get a better response, that you're going to think about that attunement, and attunement with for profound implications. You have the ability to start to change the services, shape the services, and no longer do what doesn't add value, but focus on what's really going to make a difference. And that emotional regulation, that taking control and managing the situations, you clearly all have brought yourself here today because you care. Hopefully nobody was sent. I can't imagine anybody was sent to this. You came here because you wanted to come, because you wanted to make a difference. I would ask you to go back into your workplaces and transform. People talk about transforming the organisation all the time, organisational change, all these buzzwords. But the thing that makes a difference is when people disrupt. We've been disrupted this afternoon in a very emotional way and a very happy way. That disruption focuses on people. It's not on management, it's not on policy, it's not on procedure, it focuses on people. And that the majority of us will actually make the difference. If it's one person, it doesn't matter what job you've got, one person will not make a difference. It's going to take all of us to get see a change. And I know when Cheryl heard she got me as a short straw, I hope she wasn't too disappointed and that she knew I cared. I care about the people in Lanarkshire. I grew up in a housing scheme in people in Lanarkshire. I have people in Kirkwood and Coatbridge. I have family in Forgewood and Motherwell. So I, like other people, come from a background that you probably don't want to hear about and I don't really want to share. But the bottom line is we can together make a difference. I encourage you to go tonight, have a fantastic time. If it's a bottle of wine, have a bottle of wine, but make a difference. Thank you.
And can I say a big thank you? Maybe we can give her another big round of applause for her closing remarks. Ideal. Thank you. Just before I finish, if you'd let me just go back to what I started off by saying this morning, my quote, "Nothing compares to a good conference, the atmosphere of being immersed in a crowd of people who share the same passion as you, the lessons you learn and advice you take in, and the friends you get to meet and the new ones you make. You leave a good conference re-energized, full of zeal for your job and bursting with fresh ideas." Hopefully that is what has been achieved here today. Just before you go, there is obviously a number of people that I need to try and thank. Certainly, maybe if you join me in thanking all of our guest speakers who have been amazing in so many different ways. So let's give them a big round of applause. Can I also thank all those people from the market stalls who set up last night and came in early this morning. It was very much appreciated, so I think give them a big round of applause as well. There's also a number of key personnel who we need to thank for making the conference such a success today. First is to Callum Newlands, the manager of the Civic Hall, and to Stevie Ellis, the IT manager, and along with all the staff who I think have done exceptionally well in pulling it all together for us today. So let's give them a big round of applause. There's also representatives from all services involved in a short life working group who pulled together the programme for today. So let's give them a big round of applause as well. Can I also say a big thank you to Jim Murray, one of our admin officers, along with Jackie Shanks and Fiona Flavel, our clerical assistants, for pulling together the programmes, the conference packs, which you'll definitely get at the end, and all these other wee things that go on behind the scenes. So let's give them a big round of applause. Can I also thank Leslana Henderson, our programme manager, for our early years collaborative work and everything that she's been doing. Let's give her a big round of applause as well. And if I can say also a huge thank you to Cheryl Valentine, who's sitting also at the front, who is a seconded head of centre who's responsible for the Solihull programme in North Lanarkshire Council. But along with that, all of the work that goes into pulling a conference like this today and making it so successful. I think we need to give her a huge round of applause. And just before we finish off, I said away back at the beginning there was going to be golden tickets. In true education format, we have placed 4 golden tickets under the seats. So if you look under your seat, you'll see a large golden ticket. If you have got one of those, we have got a prize for you. If it's not in your seat, go to the one beside. Has anyone got one? Definitely stuck there this morning. Who's got one? Who's got one? Right, come on forward. You get to pick one of your prizes. I was getting a wee bit confused when Edward's coming up there saying he was asking me about a number, but he's wanting to know, has your number risen today? Okay. Can I finally just say a big thank you to you? This is my first time at such a conference, but it has been an amazing conference, and hopefully you have got a lot out of it. The only way we'll know how it's been is through these evaluation forms, which are always the dreaded things at the end of a conference. But if you could please take time to fill in the evaluation, and then on the way out, we promise we'll give you the conference pack with the most important person, the little teddy bear. So can I say a big thank you to everyone? Have a lovely weekend and a safe journey home. Thank you.